One of the main reasons I love what I do so much is because I see myself as a guide on the side, not a sage on the stage. I see myself as a vessel that just imparts my experiences, both good and bad, that I've experienced in, advertising and PR to my students. And when I see them just blossom and grow and go out and take over the world, it just makes me proud and excited, and it motivates me to just keep coming back to do it again. Because this is my 19th year here. I have a teaching philosophy called CARE, and CARE is an acronym, but it also goes back to what my grandmother told me, which is that people do not care, honey, how much you know until you show them how much you care. And so I think that applies definitely in the classroom. I have 3 degrees, I'm working on a 4th, but I don't walk into the classroom with those medallions kind of on my lapel. I need to earn that, and I need to show you, first of all, that I care about you as a student and I care about your growth and development. And when I do that, then the learning happens. Whenever you have power, which is what you have as an advertiser, anytime you can wield any type of communication banner or flag, with that comes responsibility. Often people don't take the time to really get to know who they're talking to and or about, and that can be very dangerous. And so when you walk out of a class with Professor Shanita Akintande, you can never say that I didn't talk to you about the right way to approach those topics.
I'm Katie Lechtenberg. I'm a sophomore musical theater BFA, and I am a front desk assistant at the Career Center for Columbia College. The Career Center helps students who are federal work study students find jobs by posting them on Handshake and making sure that every supervisor has a federal work study version of the job posted on that website. The only difference between a work study job and a part-time on-campus job is how you're paid. You can indicate that you want to do work study on your FAFSA when you fill it out every year. Work study students get paid with paychecks, so unlike other schools where it goes immediately towards your tuition, we just automatically give it to the student, so you can do with it what you will. For example, I use my work study money to pay rent because I live off campus, but it's still beneficial for me because it pays for my student needs.
My name is Dr. Michelle Rafus, and I am an Associate Professor of Biology in the Science and Math Department. I also coordinate the minor in environmental studies here at Columbia. I work at Lincoln Park Zoo. I hold the title of adjunct scientist there, so I still have my lab there. And I complete my research there, and I can bring students there for classes and independent projects and internships and things like that. So it's a wonderful relationship between my research life and my teaching life. And then my current project is with the black-footed ferret, which not a lot of people know about. It's a highly endangered species that was once here in the United States, went down to 8 ferrets, and now we have taken them to captivity and we're breeding them and releasing them back into their natural habitat. So I'm working with a couple of colleagues to figure out what is it that is allowing them to be successful or not successful in their breeding so that we can put them back out into their natural habitat. So that's kind of currently what I'm working on and trying to get those results published. I'm a learning teacher. I see myself as a perpetual student. Humility is very important. I try very hard to be humble and learn from my students because that is the best way to teach, really. And I try to make a classroom that's comfortable, that's open, where every student can feel comfortable in asking questions and learning about whatever it is we're learning. I always say, even the students that are afraid of science can come into the classroom and leave feeling like they're a scientist in whatever respect that is. So people forget that creativity is the biggest part of science. So I find that not only do I learn from my own students how to be a better scientist myself, but I feel like their openness and their creativity lends perfectly to the study of science and asking questions and being critical in your thinking and finding innovative solutions to problems. I mean, we need more creative thinkers in science, so I love it. I feed off of it. It's great.
Columbia College's Career Center is located at 618 South Michigan. They have people there who are dedicated to helping students follow their chosen career paths. The Career Center provides many services such as internship and career advising, portfolio and resume development, and networking opportunities. It's open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with appointments available on Handshake.
I'm Nicole DeDrew. I teach stage management, production management here in the theater program. It is my 4th year at Columbia. I spent 5 years with Blue Man Group as the production stage manager there, which meant I was also doing a bit of production management there. That was super fun. It's a weird show with a lot of weird shit in it. I've worked on a cruise ship here and there. That was real interesting to live cruise ship life. It's for the young, for sure. I used to tour, at the beginning of my career, I did a lot of touring, international touring with dance, contemporary dance, which was great. I love dancers. They're some of my favorite performers to work with. I did a lot of musical theater in between times, and for a while, prior to moving to Chicago for Blue Man Group, I lived like a gypsy and just drove back and forth across the country from gig to gig with my cat and my clothes and worked. I think it's really old school management where the stage managers have to be bossy and bitchy and pushy and very rigid. And I just don't think that is contemporary management. I think that contemporary management in the arts is, there's more fun to it. There's more understanding people's body language and being able to relate to individuals as individuals and to be able to bring your empathy to your management and ultimately fun. I feel like I have a pretty good sense of humor and I like to use it a lot. Like I like to laugh and I like to make people laugh. So I use that as a tool a lot, or just to keep myself entertained, I guess. But, you know, to diffuse tension, humor can be super awesome, or to just like, you know, lift morale a little bit. I like things that make me think, particularly about current issues. I like things that make me talk. Like I love when an audience leaves the theater and they're on fire talking about all of the ideas that are then swimming in their head. But I think theater can also provide an escape, which is a wholly different kind of theater, right? Like big, splashy, silly musical theater. And spectacle are a means of people putting away their problems for a couple of hours and escaping into something else. I think it provides theater practitioners the same thing, right? Like new ideas to think about and ways to express it, as well as a kind of escape into this fun fantasy world, you know?
Welcome to Shop Columbia. Shop Columbia is your destination for fine artwork and handcrafted merchandise made by Columbia students, alumni, faculty, and staff. Celebrating our 10-year anniversary in October 2018, Shop Columbia has fostered the professional work and talent of over 1,200 emerging Columbia College Chicago artists. Shop Columbia supports our artists by mentoring them on the process of presenting, marketing, and selling their work to the public, providing a foundation for continued success into their careers. Shop Columbia is open year-round. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are located at 619 South Wabash Avenue. We constantly feature new artwork and merchandise. There's always something new and exciting to be found. Shop Columbia, presenting the best of what Columbia College Chicago's students, alumni, faculty, and staff create. Visit us in-store and online today.
Hi, my name is Evan Fincy, a post-production supervisor here at Frequency TV, and you are now watching our clickbait programming.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Fuentes here with Frequency TV. This is Freaks on the Street, the show where we ask random people random questions that they should know the answers to. Now, normally we shoot this outside, but because it's so cold, we're going to go inside and see how well students know their weather conditions. So let's go check it out. Can you tell me the difference between hypothermia and hyperthermia?
No. Well, it just makes you really cold, doesn't it?
Hyperthermia is when you're too cold and you're trying to make yourself warmer. And hypo is, I thought it was the same thing.
Same thing? Yeah. They're the same.
Hypothermia, is that when you get too cold from being outside, basically?
Okay, yeah. We're on the right track. What about the other one?
Hyperthermia. What is that?
I don't know. I know hypothermia is you don't have enough heat in your body, right?
Right. Okay, what's the other one?
Hyper means too much, so too hot, I'm guessing.
Wow. How many sides does a snowflake have?
8?
It varies. It could be 6, it could be 3, it could be 16.
5.
5? You were really confident about that.
I was. I hope I was.
2.
2?
Ooh, let's guess 8.
You were close. Can you define condensation?
Yes, condensation. So condensation, that's like basically the water, like residue that's created from when water evaporates. Isn't that what it is?
Condensation is when like moisture forms from...
So like rain, water, sleet, hail, it all counts as condensation.
I thought rain was precipitation. No, not participation. What's the population in the North Pole?
0.
Are you sure?
It's not a real place.
It's not real?
Technically no one, but if you still believe in Santa Claus, there's like him and all his elves.
I only knew Santa lived on the North Pole.
Just him, by himself.
Yeah.
By himself?
Yeah.
How many elves do you think he has?
Oh, at least like 1,000 at least.
Really close to the number of the population of people on the North Pole.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can you tell me what the first official day of winter is?
The winter solstice.
When is the winter solstice?
It's the season finale of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah! What is the winter solstice?
It's the first day of winter.
Ugh. No idea.
No idea?
No idea. I don't know.
You don't remember from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's over.
So sorry.
Bye, you're done.
So
you can go.
sorry. Okay.
No more questions. Thanks, guys. Today, we're going to be having you Arts Kids react to sports. So, there is going to be a series of football team and basketball team logos.
Alright.
And so, you're just going to go ahead and tell me what team it is and what the mascot is called.
I'm not going to be able to do any of these right. I don't know anything about sports. I'm going to fail. Oh my God.
Who are they? I have no idea. This looks like an Angry Bird, but like a Pokemon version of it. I have no idea who they are.
Alright, maybe this is the Eagles. This is an eagle. I do know my animals, I think. Looks like a bird. I want to say, because we're in Chicago, that this is going to be the Chicago Blackhawks. But I don't know if it's the Blackhawks.
I believe this one is Cardinals.
Yes. Wait, where are they from?
St. Louis.
They are the Arizona Cardinals.
You're so right. That makes
Oh, I knew that.
Do they have like a lot of controversy about like Native Americans? No, that's something completely different. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one.
This looks like a cartoon character's haircut. Who does this look like? It's not Danny Phantom. But, ooh.
Part of me wants to give some like art student description and be like, ooh, Zeus, you know, but like that's not a team. So like,
do I have to guess the name? The Thunderbolts.
I'm gonna say the Lightnings for good old baseball, and it's Boston.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Wait, what was it? Los Angeles what?
Chargers.
Chargers. That's... No.
my mom's gonna be so disappointed if she ever sees this.
Okay. This is a bird, definitely. And probably they're playing football. Yes.
This is the... No, this is not the black. This is a hawk. Is this a hawk? Or is this a...
Okay, this one has to be the Eagles. If this is not the Eagles, I would be sad and disappointed.
Falcons. Eagles. What other bird team do we got?
They are actually the Seattle Seahawks.
That not only says something about my knowledge of sports, it also says something about my knowledge of birds. So it's not an eagle. It's definitely a Seahawk. And let's just move on.
Pacers. I'm gonna guess that these are the Pacers. From where? Pennsylvania.
So I'm gonna go with basketball, because there's a basketball on the logo. The Pacers. Is it just the Pacers? Now the state, let's see. I've never heard of this team my whole life, ever. So, Pacers. The Prancing Pacers, like, what is that?
I have no clue where they're from.
Indiana.
I promise you I was gonna say Indiana, but I thought that was too shallow. Okay, Lakers, Indiana from LA. Boom, the only reason I know this is because my grandma used to like them.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Fuentes here with Frequency TV. This is Clickbait. Today we're doing Freaks on the Street. We're going to be testing out the public education system and seeing how well people know their stuff. So let's get started. Can you name the 5 oceans?
I think I can. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian.
Pacific, Atlantic.
Can you name the 5 oceans?
Yeah,
The 5 oceans: the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian Ocean.
Pacific, Atlantic. We have the Indian Ocean. Wait,
I don't know.
There's 2 more.
Is there a Red Ocean? No.
The Red Sea.
The Red Sea, is that one of them?
No, that's a sea, not an ocean.
There's 5 of them.
The Gulf, I think, and
Which Gulf?
of Mexico.
That's one of the 5 oceans?
Probably not.
part of me wants to say Antarctica, but I'm not gonna do that.
You're close.
I got him. You caught me on a bad day,
Yeah,
bro.
you cut him right here?
Yeah, I got him. I got him.
The Caribbean's not an ocean.
Art? It's
Arctic.
Yes. Okay. 2 more.
Come on.
Come on, brain.
Come on.
Great
Come on.
teacher.
Oh my God! Don't do this to me. I'm not this terrible of a person, I promise.
Oh my God.
It's one nobody knows.
No one knows this one?
Nobody knows.
I don't think I know it.
Down.
The Southern Ocean.
Yes. Good job,
Really?
Southern.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Southern
Okay.
Ocean.
All right, we're here today doing some Freaks React. We're going to be doing some story time reading Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. So this is in English and in Spanish. Let's get started.
The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house. All that cold wet day.
Relatable.
Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all.
They sound like children of divorce.
This book is good, but have y'all ever seen the live action one of Mike Myers? Because that's the great one.
Y luego, algo hizo ¡pum! Como nos hizo brincar ese porrazo? Sure, that's a word.
We looked, then we saw him step onto the mat. We looked, and we saw him, the Cat in the Hat. This guy.
Mike Myers.
And he said to us, "Why do you sit there like that?" You know, this is very similar to Mary Poppins.
I know it is wet, and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny.
We love funny fun.
Especially Mike Myers.
Alright, I'm gonna go English now, because the Spanish version, it doesn't even rhyme. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do.
It's predatory.
He's
very scary.
I don't like this.
No, I never liked this book when I was a kid, but I love the Mike Myers movie.
Yeah, I haven't read this book in a while. Okay. I'm getting some not good vibes from this cat.
But our fish said, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
Our fish said, no, make that cat go away. Tell that Cat in the Hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. See, to me, the fish sounds like the voice of reason.
I think the fish is their dad.
The fish is their dad.
What if the fish is their dad? Like, they've got like that round head. Like, he's got like this weird kind of like
this
weird round fish head.
Redfish, Bluefish, 2-1, whatever that book is.
2-1 whatever fish. Yeah.
That's probably him. And wow, it's like
that are like
crossover.
It's a crossover event, and like it.
The Dr. Seuss and
yeah, exactly.
My tricks are not bad, said the Cat in the Hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish.
See?
He's being weird. Like, he just walked in.
Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall.
He's trying to kill this fish. Again, a stretch, I would say a throwaway page.
Again, there's no story here.
What's happening?
Dr. Seuss books are stupidly long.
I did
like,
not know this.
I don't remember them taking this long.
Okay, but they made a whole movie on this little book.
That's true.
This is the same man who came up with the character the Grinch.
Wow. Dr. Seuss walked so Jim Carrey could run. And Mike Myers. Dr. Seuss walked so white male comedians could run. Do you have a favorite part of the book?
The end.
I liked when it was over. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Clickbait.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Fuentes here with Frequency TV. This is Clickbait. Today we're going to be doing another segment of Freaks on the Street, where we're going to be asking random people questions that they should know the answers to, but will they actually know the answers? Let's find out. Alright, is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Can you spell the word definitely?
No. I literally...
Just straight up no.
No, that is my biggest problem every time I'm typing it on my phone.
Autocorrect all the way.
I can't even, like, recognize what I'm trying to say. D-E-F-I-N-T-E-L-Y. Definitely. That's, like, the one word I can't spell.
Definitely? Yes. Right. Oh, you want me to do it, though?
You can definitely spell definitely.
Yes, definitely. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E-L-Y.
Good job. You smart.
Defiantly? Yeah. Well, you know that it's not defiantly, so D-E-F. I don't know. Is it E or an A or I? We're gonna say
D-F-I-N-E-T-L-Y?
D-F-I, yeah. Okay.
Well, then it has to be something, it has to have, like, an E in there. where I don't know. It's like after the F, there's like a maybe it's IE.
Definitely DEFINITELY.
Wow, were you in a spelling bee?
No.
Well, you should be.
Yes. DEFINITELY.
Good job.
Well, I didn't spell it. DEFINITELY.
Hey, yeah, cool, good enough.
Hi, I'm Sean Cusick.
And I'm David Jude Green.
And we're the best of friends.
We're the super best of friends. And we're going to read to you today where
the
the wild things are.
Well, I'll just go and say on this one that this is effectively a preview and a spoiler. Sure. But immediately it pops open and it's like, oh, there is a costumed hero. There are some monsters of some kind. I guess this is coming in later on. The surprise has been ruined. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind.
Yeah, I really want to know, like, why the hammer is so big.
If we want to talk about maladaptive or antisocial behavior, things like torturing or wounding animals and or setting up masochistic settings like this, Max is clearly going to become a psychopathic serial killer at some point in the future.
And another. Max now switched out Hammer for 4.
His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything.
There was like not an Oedipus complex here, so we're okay. I'm always fascinated with children's books because they always do the miniature 4-poster bed. Like no one's bed ever looked like this.
No, I had neither of those. I had like a mattress. That's what I had.
Me too. Mine was a mattress on a floor. Oh wait, I'll read this one.
Go ahead.
That very night in Max's room, a forest grew.
Okay. At its most literal, it's his first psychedelic experience. He's got an expression on his face that says sexual awakening.
Oh, and grew!
There we go.
Oh! It's like he's just discovered his penis for the first time.
And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. He's being shamed for wanting things and for his emotions, and he's having a really hard time channeling it, so it's being repressed.
And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max.
Can you do it in a Kennedy accent? And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. He takes a gap year. Who has the money for that?
And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed, what is that one? Showed their terrible claws. It's like what you tell a therapist. I mean, are the wild things like deep emotional problems, or are they like substance abuse at age 8? Like, what's an 8-year-old substance abuse problem? And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. What like kid uses the word rumpus?
If you're gonna party out in the moonlight and you're already in a wolf costume, these guys seem fun. Okay.
And again, they're all doing this kind of like cultish hand raise. What does this tell little kids?
Worship the moon.
Oh, and more rumpusing.
Okay, more rumpusing.
Now it's daytime. These bitches partied all night. I'm assuming there's a drug problem here.
How huge their eyes are.
They're so yellow.
I mean, the costuming right there. Every one of them is just like,
wait, are we at like Coachella?